chicken here. So what I have is a little bit of soft butter that I've mixed in some chervil, some fresh thyme, some rosemary, a little bit of pepper in there, and we're going to stuff that underneath the skin of this whole chicken. Now, you want to get underneath the skin of the chicken here, but you got to be very careful not to break that skin. Okay, so we're just going to get our fingers and work our way through nice and slowly there. Once that's done, we're going to take our fresh herb butter mix here, and we're going to rub that on the inside of this chicken, underneath the skin, like so. And make sure that we cover it all. After we have that butter underneath the skin there, we're going to season this up with a little bit of salt and pepper. And we're going to place this into an oven to start with. We're going to place it in at 400 degrees for the first 10 minutes, and then afterwards, we're going to turn that down to 350 degrees. So, we have our bird nicely seasoned here. We're just going to place that onto our roasting pan or oven-proof dish. And we're going to place that into the oven. Now that we've placed the chicken into the oven at 400 degrees initially to start, we're going to allow that to cook for 10 minutes. After which, we're going to turn that temperature down to about 350 degrees and cook that for 45 minutes. Now, if your bird is larger than 3 pounds, I would give it an extra 10 minutes per pound more that it's over. So, being this bird is probably, I'd say, around 4 pounds, I'm going to actually allow this to cook anywhere from 55 minutes to as much as maybe an hour and 10 minutes. And then from there, we're going to check the temperature. Ideally, always, and I always go by this, is I always like to use an instant read thermometer. And with cooking a whole chicken like that, I like to get a read of about roughly 165 degrees, just to make sure that it's fully cooked. So here we go, we have our whole roast chicken, and just to ensure that we did reach that temperature where we want to, we're going to take an instant read thermometer, which is the ideal way to always check for doneness, and we're going to put that in the thickest point of our chicken here, midway through, and we're looking for approximately 165, and we've reached that at that point. And I always like to take another temperature reading, and that's at the thigh. Just to make sure that all the way around we have reached the 165, and we're going to put that in, and just be careful not to get too close to the bone because that will affect the temperature reading also. And we have reached that also, the 165 plus mark. So now our chicken is ready to serve, but I'm going to also allow this to rest a few minutes and allow the juices to come back into the muscles of the chicken. That is wonderfully cooked, nice and juicy. All that wonderful herb butter that had melted into the breast there, just flavoring that wonderful meat.